Hi, I am Roxy. I am here to ask you to do something for Steve 6464. Can you watch as much of the video that you can? Then before you leave a comment. Make it a critique, a constructive criticism. Thanks. Oh, he's about to start. Bye.
Foxtrot Delta Tango. Foxtrot Delta Tango. Little louder, little louder. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. Hello, hello, hello. Foxtrot Delta Tango. Now let's try it there. Excuse me. Hi, I am Steve 6464. Try that again. Hi, I'm Steve 6464. This is season 13 of Let's Build This, part 12, finishing a 15-year-old project. The airplane. It's getting there. But before we get started, let's review last week. Foxtrot Delta Tango. Wasn't that came up fast? So yes, hi. Yeah, we're back. Let's make scene changes. I have adjusted some of the cameras, so let me know if the new positions work or not. And let's get started. Oh, and the good news is I did find my missing machine gun. So we'll get to work on that today as well. Okay. Yes, and last week this camera wasn't working on top of everything else going on. That camera decided to stall. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish gluing the cowl on, and this piece, and I will need the instructions to get an idea of how that goes. Oops. This tree. It is not what it was. When I finished it. Alright, so instructions. All torn and cut up because of the out using them to pin down the balsa wood. So this picture shows this part. I just lost it now. This part being glued not with the supports, it's not going to work. This view shows it like this. I think I might have messed up by putting these supports there. Right, so I might have to cut this down. I don't think this is, no, this would be for a gas engine, not a rubber engine. What does the cover show? Let's see if we can figure this out on the cover. It just shows this is a solid piece where this isn't cut out. thing's supposed to be this way. And I see I need to make a change. Yeah, flowing the camera. Yeah, I think I made a mistake by putting these pieces in. And I am going to adjust the main camera. There we go. Edit. Transform, edit. Alright, what I want to do is uncrop the left. No. Uncrop the right. That much. Crop the left. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's better. Uncrop the left a bit, crop the right a bit more, and let's crop the top and uncrop the bottom. Alright, let's see how that looks. Getting there. Getting there. Uncrop the left. Crop the right. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Grab my drink. Looks like it's just a me day today. Alright, so yeah, it looks like this part is supposed to be in here. And I got a feeling from looking at the directions that the supports are supposed to be more center. But we'll see how that works out when we start adding the rubber band. But this needs to be fixed. Let's cut these edges off and see where that leaves us. About a 1/4 inch in. That might just do it. Something like that. Alright, let's get the glue. Scraps. Okay, and the glue. Good. Okay, interesting. So, we want some glue on this bottom edge. Some glue, not a whole lot. But we got a whole lot. So, some glue must have spilled on the table because I put my hand in it. Well, I know it spilled on the table if I put my hand in it. Putting my hand in the glue is not the reason why the glue got spilled on the table. Putting some glue in some strategic spots. Alright, I guess we let this dry. We need our files. We'll wait on this a bit. Sandpaper, X-Acto blade, and the Lost machine gun. Excuse me, still a little sick, but not as bad as last week. Now let's finish up what we started first before we start a new piece. Again, it needs some patching here. really got to get some brighter lights. Oops. Didn't close the control panel. Close. Okay. I think the front of this is, though I feel a little ridge here on the bottom. Maybe when I glue this. Nope, that's too strong for that. Actually, I think this is the top. This is the bottom. I'm going to switch files. See if one of the smaller ones is more manageable. Nothing fast about doing quality work, even semi-quality work. Just gotta keep at it until you get to what you were looking for. Not much to talk about, just gotta pay attention to the filing, what you're filing, what the shape is supposed to be like when it's done. Getting rid of that ridge. So it's smooth. Let's see if I can cut away some of the larger section. Probably just leave this out and not put it back in my pocket every time. This feels like it's a ridge. Excuse me. Damn cold. Use this rounded one in some of these more tighter spots. Oops. That was the handle part. Files don't work too well if you don't use the filing part. use the handle part. You ain't gonna get anywhere, at least not quickly. I think we're down to the final bit here. Broke off. Alright. I think that's telling me that I've reached my limit on filing this piece. So let's see if we can fix this somewhat. Blue, I didn't want it. I think this piece is done for filing even if there's still edges. Because you can only break something so many times. Well, let's set that aside and let it dry for the week. See what next week brings us. The missing piece. The piece that we lost last week. Hey Roy, I'm good, how are you? Another exciting day of sanding and filing. Trying to cut off some of the extra plastic so I don't need to file so much. So did you have a good week off? They really don't make it so you can get in there. Alright, well let's see what damage we can do. Or not do, maybe this will go beautifully. So Michael has officially taken over the processing position. I'm back on the shipping floor full time now. It'd be nice to do one of these without one of them cracking. It's just not the nature of the beast. Well, I just filed off the nozzle. Just filed off the nozzle. And I don't know where it went. Really. If I did, good luck trying to get that back on. On the bright side, it makes filing the front of the machine gun easier. And I'm not going to try to sculpt that in any way. A little bit. Yeah, all I can say is be careful. That feels pretty good. On to the next section. Yeah, Michael's officially taken over my position. I'm back in shipping full time as of Thursday. A new era at Staples has begun. getting warm in here. Take off the top layer. Alright, that's a little better. Might need to cut some more away in this part here. Excuse me. Wonder if another piece is about to crack and fall off. Roy, where are you driving from? I hope you're not texting and driving at the same time. Which means I probably won't get an answer to my question until you can pull over. Getting there. It's amazing how I seem to have more control over the bigger tool than I do the smaller one. Ear itches for some reason today. Alright, well I guess this is done as much as it's going to be done. Let me put some glue in the cracks. And let it sit over the week, maybe next week. Filed on the excess glue. Maybe. Or maybe not. And let that sit for a week. Pilot seems to be done. Okay, so the hubcaps. I had this one when I tried to sand it. I used the side cutters and kind of poked a hole in that. So let's fill that with some glue. And let that sit the week also. Okay. I have to get serious here about getting some of this painted. this dry, the cowl dry, the engine dry. We don't dry it enough. That goes something like that. It doesn't seem to be enough lip to hold it in place. So I might just have to hold it there myself. And you know what? I'm going to sand and file the front of the fuselage. Where I want to put that engine. Am I in camera? Yeah, you can see it all. I'm not just doing the front surface, I'm also sanding slightly around the edge, rounding the corner a bit to kind of help. Take care of some defects in the plastic parts of the fuselage. Feels pretty. We have a slight concern in this one spot. That is something I don't think can be smoothed out. It's rough. Two pieces meet, and there's a bit of a gap between them. Although, kind of like what I'm getting. Alright, let's dry fit this again and see how it looks. did do myself a favor and choke the wheels. There's no overlapping, there's no ridge or anything, so gluing this is going to be a challenge. So let's carefully put some glue on the edge and inside. We can put a little extra glue on the supports. I know I'm using too much glue. I can just kind of feel it. There's nothing. So hold it. What I'm going to also do is put some glue on the fuselage here. And I hope that will hold. Yeah, let's see if this will hold. Alright, well, I hope that is centered and equally placed. Now I just got to sit here and wait until it sets. Fun times. Oh, I wonder, can I do this? Set it on its nose. Okay, that seems to work. everything up a bit. Trying to clean the glue off the tip of the nozzle of the glue tube. 2:20, 40 more minutes. What do I want to work on for the next 40 minutes? If I have any paint thinner, I was thinking maybe I could start painting the pilot. Let's see what type of mess that will end up making. Move my box of parts. Open my toolbox. Put things away. Put old things away. Take new things out. Hoping my new paint. There's my new paintbrushes. Alright. Pilot. Now I think I'm going to, I feel a little roughness on the bottom of that. Give this a bit of a filing. Let's see what I have for paints. Alright, so I have maybe it's still good. I hear the ball shaking around. So this is sand beige. This is olive drab. Yeah. This might still be good too. I hear the ball shaking around, but that's for the fuselage. What was over in here is gone. Alright, this is a gloss clear. Oh, thinner. Yeah, still have some thinner, so maybe I'm good to go. I do have some paint brushes. Some white screw glue. And this is filler, balsa filler, and primer. This will go on the balsa parts before I start putting the paper skin on. This will seal it so the glue won't soak in. What did I do with the thinner? Thinner, okay. Set these aside. Green. I mean, this is like a grass green. Yeah. Mix it. It might be okay. Get that glue out of here. Get the ball out of here. This is sticky. I don't know what color this is. It looks like a silver. All these paints were new 15 years ago. I don't know if this is black, maybe. Red. I think this is a white. Flat white. Is it copper or gold? Might be a gold. Okay, this is a brown matte. More white. I don't know how good it is. Another tan. This might be thinner. Gonna have to get my magnifying glass to read some of this. This looks empty. Yep. Whatever was in there is no more. This was thinner. Okay. Blue, this is like maybe a sky blue cyan. Yellow. Another blue. I'm not sure what this is. See, my bottle of red leaked. And this ended up laying in it. Alright. Let's open these and see what we have. So I'm going to need brush that I found last week. I need a pliers. Gas pliers. Got one of those. So here's the gas pliers. Get some toothpicks for mixing sticks. I'm going to also get some white card to put down. Alright, let's first things first. Brown mat. Okay, can I open this with hands? Nope, gonna need my tool. That's really thick. But if I mix it good, I should use probably something. Starting to realize I probably need something a little longer than a toothpick. But we'll see. Yeah, it's thinned up a bit. Yeah, that's a brown. Looks kind of glossy. But paints change when they dry, so. Well, I cleaned off the toothpick because I'm going to use a new toothpick for every new bottle. Yeah, I just put my thumb in the paint. Cap this up. Give it a good shaking. Kind of hoping shaking does a little better job of mixing it. Yeah, who knows? Alright. So that's a brown. That can be used as camouflage color. What was this? Harvest tan? This was supposed to be a tan. I don't think it's a tan anymore. I think this is garbage. No, maybe there's still something in there we can mix. Okay. Tan. I know why I cleaned off my toothpick. So I don't get paint everywhere. Let's cap this back up. Give it a good shake also. Yeah, that one came back to life pretty nicely. Got this one back up. What I should do, I probably should wipe the top of the bottle. Get the paint off the top. So when I put the cap on, and if the paint dries, it's not going to be a paint glue dry. Let's do that with the first bottle. Okay. Two good ones we brought back to life. What is this? Let me get my magnifying glass so I can read that small print. Caution, danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson. I had a feeling this was just paint thinner. There's something inside. Open pretty easily. Get another toothpick. Another bottle, another toothpick. See, I don't feel any pigment in there. I think this might have been thinner. Whatever it's in must have been blue and red, because I'm getting a purple thinner here. Set that one aside. Green. Emerald something. What does this say? Emerald Emo. Okay. Oh, there's the name. 1124 Green Vert. Is vert Spanish or French for green? It's liquid inside. Yeah, I feel pigment in this one. I got a feeling we can bring this one back to life too. Oh, it's definitely green. Let's give it a good shaking. See, I don't know what we'll need a grass green on this project for, but we do have one. Alright. This is enamel, that's what it says. And the color is on the back side. Nope, there is no back side of this one. The color is listed in the middle. 162 FL Blue. Blue Matte. M-A-T-T-E. Oh, there we go. Always afraid I'm going to break the glass. Yeah, this has a bunch of pigment on the edge from laying sideways. So let's see if we can get that pigment into the... I think it's paint thinner that's the base. And then they add the pigments to the paint thinner. But whatever the base is, the non-pigment part, let's see if we can get the pigment into the clear part. Get it all nice and mixed. No, sky blue or cyan or light blue is a good color for the underneath, because that would match the sky. So looking up, you would see sky blue against sky blue. I really wonder how much the camouflaging actually helped. I mean, the most popular flying ace in World War I was the Red Baron, and his plane was red. No camouflage of that. So somebody knows about that stuff, let me know. Yep, this is definitely a sky blue, light cyan. Not light cyan, it's medium cyan. To cap it, give it a shake. Times a 244. Some of the pigment, after I shook it, got stuck to the top of the cap. Tried to get it on the toothpick and into the paint. But here's what it is. Alright. You what we have. Alright, so it's sky blue. What's this one? Sticky. That's what this one is. Sticky. This is silver. Agrente. First thing I'm going to do is de-stickify it. So where is... Oh, here. This is paint thinner. Top. That's not paint thinner, that is the other stuff. Turpentine. I'm not gonna leave this rig sitting out. Maybe it is paint thinner, I don't know. It sure smells like turpentine. This one looks pretty well mixed, pretty well preserved, so we'll see. You know, I feel pigment in the bottom. This. Yep, that's silver. Alright. Good old silver. Hi ho, silver. I'm going to be smelling that paint thinner for a while. Clean up the sticky nicely. So, there. Alright, so we have silver. And what color is this? This might have too much paint on it. And there's no back label, and the front label doesn't say. It's also kind of hard to read, seeing it's all covered in red paint. And this is so dried and hard, going over it with the paint thinner is not going to clean it up. I don't think. You can try. Some, but I really have to put an effort into it. It's be like a day-long project. Lock it up, keep the smell. From accumulating. Alright, let's open this bottle up and see what color paint we have in here. If we can open it. This one might not be openable. Another gas wrench to do this right. Yeah. Alright. I just have something. Ice strips. You don't want to crack it. There we go. Brute force. This looks like black. If there's anything in it at all. But as tight as that was, yeah, no, this is dead. And I'm not going to try to revive it. but I'm pretty sure this was a black. So if I don't have another black, that's something I'm going to have to pick up. The tires need to be black. Okay, another red. No, we haven't done red yet, have we? We only thought we've done red because it spilled over the black bottle. Feel the pigment on the bottom. I think I will travel the extra distance next Saturday and go to a hobby shop, an actual, not just a craft store, but an actual hobby shop where they sell scale railroads and radio controlled planes. And just get another black in whatever colors I may need. Am I doing this twice? Probably won't need a red either. If I mix it maybe the tan and some white, I can get a decent flesh color. Who knows, maybe the scarf is red. Flat white, I believe. Yep, flat white. It's separated. Oh, so I didn't need the wrench, the pliers. But it spent some time on the side. You can see the pigment here on the edge instead of just on the bottom. Broke my toothpick. Alright. The bite was so strong it broke my toothpick. This is really thick. Man, fingers sticking together. Still and the cottage cheese is still clumpy in spots. I'm gonna have to get something better than a toothpick to mix it. Get out my stinky paint thinner rag. When I'm done, this is going directly outside into the outside trash. I'm cleaning the top of this because before I shake it, there seems to be there was some red on it that must have leached in. When the red spilled. Give this a shake. This is the last one I'll check on camera. I'll check the others off camera. Grab one of my broken white toothpicks. Yeah, not so cottage cheesy anymore. But you ain't gonna see white paint on a white cardboard. So much for that. Okay. Clear out the top of the bottle, the side of the where the cap fits. Clean out the inside of the cap. Cap it up. What does the bottle say this is? Flat white. Blanca matte. I'm guessing the second language is Spanish, not French. Take care of my paint mess. Grab some of my screen cleaner. See if that doesn't help get some of the paint off. Okay. And close up the tools. Put the box of instructions away. Other things away. Switch the scene. We don't need to review again. There we go. Alright, look at the camera. Say thank you to everyone who has made it this far, has been with me this long through the video. Thank you for staying. People in the watching this in the future, thank you for making it again this far into the staying throughout the whole video. Hope everybody has a good day. Be safe. And the last thing I have to say is,
look, an echo chamber of derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp,
Gravity is not a force.
Einstein-based Newton.
Jerp, 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 jerp.